Okay, welcome back to part 2 of this Café management system. Okay, one other thing that I've just completed is with the checkbox. So let's enter some stuff in there, and I'll show you guys the codes, and you see what I've done so far. Okay, if I click on the reset button now, there you see I can even reset all of the checkbox, actually it's called. Alright, let me show you guys the codes. If I go to click on exit, here are the lines of codes. Okay, so to reset, all you need to set to enter is the name of the object dot set selected item as false. That's all I just had to do. That is it. I've set them all as false. And as for the text box and labels, all you just need to do is whatever the name of the object is dot set text as null. Okay, you can either enter that or you can enter that works as well. Okay, alright, so that's for the reset. Here are the lines of code. Have a good look at it. That's for the reset. Now below here, below the reset, is the exit line of code. Now the next thing we need is, I think this needs to be reset as well. Yeah, let's copy and paste that in there. Yeah, let's just put it here somewhere. Paste and just copy all of this. Copy that, paste it there. Yeah, that's it, taken care of. Alright, we then need to take care of the calculations and so on. Now it's either I do that first or do this first. Let's take care of one of them anyway. I might as well take care of these receipts, but we have to import as follows. Okay, I'm going to be using this. Without this, the text will not be visible. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be using the date and the time piece, so but I just imported them anyway. This is for color. I might use color. I might decide to generate some reference number, I don't know yet, but I have all of the data that I need imported anyway. Okay, now let's double click on, okay, we might as well just declare, let's declare an array there. Let's go for double. We need an array double drink equals new, and let's make that 5. I might not need 5, but that's okay. Let's enter 5 in there. 5. Alright, so I'm going to declare another one for the cakes. So let's come down in here and paste that in there. Change this one to cakes. Okay, and make that 8. Alright, so make sure you declare these two arrays. Then the next thing is, and the array, if you notice, I've declared it as a global variable. You see underneath public class. Alright, so now come in here, double click on reset right there. You can see it's action performed right here. Let's assign the very first one drink, that will be 0 array. Okay, equals double dot horse double. Okay, and the name of the data that I intend to import is called JTXT Latte dot get text. Okay, right, that's the very first one. Okay, so what I will do next is I'll just speed it up and import the rest, but before that let's import one for the cake so that you see how that looks like as well. Alright, this is for cake, and the very first cake that I intend to import will be the coffee cake. Alright, so that's it there. So all I just need to do now is copy this and just paste and change the data in there and do that. There, and just change this one to 1, 2, 3, 4. Then repeat the same thing for this as well. Okay, let's speed that up now. Okay, this is how it all looks now. I've assigned all of the drinks into the array and all of the cakes straight into the array. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to allocate those values into, or those drinks into txt receipt. Okay, dot append. Alright, now what I intend to append, I will have to enter it in there. Okay, the first thing will be, let's tab and space, then let's just enter the restaurant management system. That would be the heading there, or the title. Okay then, and maybe a column there. Okay, now let's just end this here. Alright, just to prevent it from showing error. Then the next thing I will do now is to enter the plus sign, and just the first one that I want will be, let's go for, I want it to be the latte, and that will be, okay, let's tab. Right, the name of this will be plus drink, which is this very one here. Let's copy that. Right, that's the drink one. Okay, I intend to copy another. That is in the wrong place. It should be here. That should be here, and this should be here. Let's delete this. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Then I think maybe let's follow the same pattern. Put a plus sign here and just come down here. I can then just copy the next one. Let's copy that. Copy and paste that in there and change this to ice. Okay, iced, actually iced latte, and that will be number 1. Okay, array 1. Now we have, okay, the next one now is maybe we should just speed this up. Let's speed it up. Okay, this is how it looks now. Okay, this is just for, this is for all the drinks, and here I have all the cakes in there, and this is just my own saying thank you, and here is an underline, as a line between the drinks and the cakes. Okay, now maybe move this up. Okay, the next thing is, yeah, let's compile first. Let's compile and just give it a try and see how it will look like, and run it. That is the system there, so let's enter some value in here. Okay then, and here maybe 1. Alright, coming in. Okay, so let's keep our fingers crossed. There, see, that is it. That's the receipt. It's working as we want. Alright, so that's fine. Okay, the receipt is working, so we just need to look after the total now. The total is doing nothing. Okay, but I'm going to enter some default value in here, supposing these are not, if you don't order maybe IST, that should default to 0, and in fact they should all default to 0 anyway, so we can always get something that shows that is now purchased. Alright, then maybe here we will have the total and so on. Okay, let's go back into the design view right here. Just enter zeros into all of this, select it all and see, maybe I can just do it at one go. Come to where it says text there, and just enter zeros there. Okay, let's see. Oh good, that works. Now let's repeat the same thing for this. So that would be the default value. So repeat the same thing for this. Okay, we have our default value in there. Alright, so that's taken care of. Okay, the other thing that I think we should do is to add time and dates, including reference numbers. So what I have put together is, right here I have my reference number there. Okay, you can see it's in random format. I also have declared something for the time. Okay, that's the object right there, calling the object, and that will be for my time. Here this will be for the time format, and that's for the date format. That's how it's going to look like. But these are made possible because I've imported as follows up here. I've imported the random library there, and I've also imported the simple data format there. Okay, so right underneath here, there they are. You can always move them up if you want, but that's where I put them, inside my receipt. And here I then appended my reference. That's the reference there. Look at it right here. Those are my those are the variables. That's the variables declared for the reference, and then I've assigned it into this variable. Okay, right there. Now the next one is assign or add the dates and the time. Okay, the date and the time, they are all declared right here. Alright, and I then added it to my receipt. It's right at the bottom there. So if I run the compile, let's compile first and run the program. Still waiting. Okay, there we go. If I click on this, now we have reference up there. I've also included just a line here just to separate the drinks and separate the cakes as well. And right below I have the date, I have the time. Okay, the date of purchase and the time of purchase right there. One other thing that is left is, I think I'm going to need something like tax here, sub total, and here I'm going to need total. Okay, so those are the three components that I need to take care of. Those are the three intakes that I need to take care of. So let's go back in here. So I may have to declare another array or increase the size of this array. But if I declare another array, that makes it clearer really, so I can always just declare another one so that I know which one is which. So let's declare, let's call that, or maybe we just call it cost, right? That's the name, cost, and just change this to 2 because I only need 3 of those really. So now cost, let's bring it down here inside the receipts. So as you can see, have a good look again, that's the receipt, and here that's my reference. I really don't need this, I can just use this really. Yeah, let's comment that out and see what we just add an S to this one because we don't need that. It's actually causing cause confusion for some people out there. So let's come in and just get rid of this. Yeah, that's just my reference. That's fine. And it looks much better. Okay, now let's come down here. Right here, let's enter our total there for, let me copy this. That will be for the total input and so on. Copy this line first, paste that here. Now copy this, that will be the line. To separate that, I'm going to need another line here. Okay, now copy this and change the data in there here to, this one will become tax and this will become cost 0. Okay, so copy again, paste and paste. That will be 1 and that is 2, and this is subtotal, and here that will be total right there. Okay, so all I just need now is to give it a run and let's see how it looks like. But before then, because all of these are labels, let me just enter any value in there just to try it out. Okay, that we can always get rid of that later on. It's just to test the system and see how it works. Okay, now let's run it and see. Okay, run the system. So try the receipt now. I think we may have an error somewhere. Let me check. Tax and so on here. These arrays they've not been assigned any value. Okay, so right here, cost 0 equals whatever is in there. So that's what I've now done. So and date is, I think it's J. Yeah, okay, I think that might be default because there is no value in there. So this one is 1 and 2 there, and this is total, and here this is subtotal. Okay, that should do it now. Yeah, let's recompile it all. Now run the system. Okay, I think what we should do is let's have a look. Let's see. Let's look at all these arrays. This is up to 8. Okay, and this is up to 5. here is 2. Okay, let's come back in here and let me change this to 3. I don't know, maybe the way this is arranged is totally different, so let's recompile, run it and see. Alright. Oh really? I don't know. Well, it's working anyway, so it's just the number of the array that I needed to increase to, so that's fine. So which means if you have 3 elements, you have to enter 3 in there. Okay, so now let's format this and make it look a bit much better, or tidy it up. So let's come and just add more tabs into that. Tab, and let's tab here as well and see. We start with 3 first. We can always modify. Alright, compile again, and then let's run it and see. Try that out. Okay, I think we're going to have to tab the total and this. Okay, one more tab here and one here. Then clean and build, run. Hopefully that should do it. Okay guys, that's how it looks right now. So that's much better. That is far much better. So with this, I'll just call it the end of the second part of this tutorial. Then we go to the last and final part of the tutorial.